Und herzlich willkommen zurück bei Honkai Star Rail. Und wir machen hier weiter. Wir sind hier nämlich stehen geblieben, weil, ja, viel Gerede und kurzer Sinn. Wir machen hier weiter. Let's go. Ihr seid wieder in Tribys Zimmer.
Mama, I had a dream last night.
Oh, now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But the ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers.
Giannis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passage. What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark one.
Mama, does something that scary...
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into it.
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Janus will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and be... but
Heilige meint werden.
Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do?
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your...
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Well, let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure you remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember.
Your friends, who will chase the Black Tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember. Use the spindle to connect everyone.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside, covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very...
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it.
Let me... I know! I named this doll after myself? I don't remember it all. Is this a dream? Am I dreaming? I used to sit here. Oh, how
Wenn wir alles untersuchen. Hier ist nichts mehr. Gehen wir weiter.
That chest! You can't lock me away!
Böse Truhe.
Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword.
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody!
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
Alright. Then where will they...
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village.
In that case, let Trianne fight farther this way. They'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trianne? Was it just a coincidence? Learning can change your destiny.
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Alright. Even though my brain is already super duper...
Circe also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
I want to be a teacher too! Oh, wait.
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might...
And Trinan can do it! She's well behaved and would make a great teacher. Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now,
Come, let's line them up.
It's packed full. All the words are...
Nein, was? Untersuchung.
A blackboard? Doesn't ring a...
Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let them...
Music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
invented it? What does it do?
Oh, my lovely Treevy. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today? Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on. It's rotating. And I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful out of all your inventions.
I don't...
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memory. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls? O great Kephale, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze will, with light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What's going on?
Oh, Yanis, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloodied earth, the living dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fates. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? The spirit, lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Run! Trivios, run! The black tide has arrived!
Where can I go? What's this? Why? Are there dolls everywhere?
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know. It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Trivios. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will never but remember this, Trevios. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide. I shall see you tomorrow, my... you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any...
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well. If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We've already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like?
What?
What?
Where did that come from?
After all this talking, we're feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
Well, my emotions might be fading. Those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long. And see you tomorrow. Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memory just as expected. Another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Orynyx will be...
Zur selben Zeit irgendwo in Oktober.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
Wer bist du?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
Ach, du bist es.
way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akuma stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Emphorius?
It's possible.
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Finon. No one wants to see you fall.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Treeby. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the Grove. The monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't breathe. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far, far away. We got back safe from the Grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue. Sorry. Trian feels... For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecies past to everyone. But first, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone, without hiding anything. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan or Onyx for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the lucid hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to... And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it. It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
One stone.
But it all depends on whether this... After all, it was us who took the core flame from... We will have to give it a try. If the... in our car... Leave it to Trian. Trian? In any case, I remember that aged... Let's be on the lookout as we go.
Sind wir nun fertig? Sicher.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
Schon wieder Albtraum, ja.
What? Aggie? No, it's an illusion. Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that... What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is... Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here! Follow Trian! Trian, slow down!
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
Right here! I summoned the Oryx! Something's appeared! Wait, we should read it first.
Was lesen? Seit einem Jahr verlässt sich COGNOSPHERE auf die Medi, um den Segen des Himmels zu erhalten. Wir haben 5 oder 6 Jahre gebraucht, um ihre Wurzeln zu kappen und ihre Äste zu stützen. Jetzt ist der Baum wackelig und nutzlos geworden, aber er versucht immer noch, sein Blätterdach auszubreiten und das Licht von zu verdecken. Wir haben bereits einen Plan ausgehegt, um den Baum zu fällen. Ein kleiner Trick bei der Zeremonie für den Empfang des Segens. Was betrifft, hat
Wait, this is... Oh, isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this let it be? Is it possible? Why haven't they said Oryx has the whims of a child? Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and that reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Treeby! Trinan! Look what I found! Coming! But... what? Huh? I swear! Trinan, we were... what you saw was... Okay. Could Oryx be trying to... something... What do you mean? It might... is Oryx?
Moin. So.
Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Oryx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away. Whoa! Treeby, Trinan, look at this! So cool! So many of us! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Oryx disappeared?
Ist verschwunden.
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akuma soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Oryx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis. But I suspect Akuma won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders Ark.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be...
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
No, I can't. Why
can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need...
With the distances between Akuma, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we...
Wcześniej nachher fajną. Chibi ist verschwunden. Das letzte Mal, da er gesehen worden, war im Abgrund des Schicksals.
Oryx! Are you in here?
Nope.
No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog, or... Treeby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are. Treeby, Trainin, come check this out. What's this? Tran feels like it's so familiar.
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trianne. What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trianne... She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into two groups. One group will stay in the abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements. Then, the other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide. So we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield.
Lord Finan! Lady Trevi and Lady Trinan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if...
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that swordmaster really is related to the I have indeed planned to return to the Holy...
Trinan will stay in the abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with...
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Trevi...
Partner.
We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
Zeit drängen.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Circe's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. She is the key.
Sie ist der Schlüssel.
We need your other companion too.
Ma'am,
Oh, redest du von mir?
me?
I see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Kremnos?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with her companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Oktober. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of... It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one?
Muss diesen schwarz gekleideten Kerl in der Vergangenheit mitnehmen und dort einsperren, oder? Mit den Erinnerungsfragmenten kann ich problemlos ein Tor öffnen. Was das Rest angeht, ja, sagen wir einfach, Alger und ich können alles schaffen, solange wir zusammen sind. Ja, das für ihre sozialen Blicke. Das ist eine gute Sache. Wir dürfen sie nicht enttäuschen.
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her but that's a problem for another day. I've sent Casterus ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Oktober is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision.
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
As for whether we can take back the core flame, that will be up to another.
Based on what I know of him, he can do it. I'll be honest, we can't. But the Flame Reaver will have to step over my debt.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May carefully sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem. Don't worry. That man would never miss out on this fight.
For the Genesis. Pokemon.
Farewell, my dear friend.
You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Most.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination turns out to be...
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you've spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go
Das
our
ist der
separate
Form
ways.
dran.
Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their... But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but...
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, the Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people.
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the
Needs
smallest
me.
change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, he took the mountain dweller's store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. That great fire marks the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then,
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They
were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably, but that is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, it's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then...
You've made up your mind.
I'll be leaving Oktober soon to fight the great darkness of this world. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my...
You have my word.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena. But if you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky, and loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus. Let's hurry. The battlefield is...
Gut. Das war's aber erstmal für die Folge. Und man sieht sich nächste Folge wieder. Bis dann, Joe.